What is up, Marvel Universe fanatics? It is Ash Rock back with another review. This is going to be on a custom Marvel Universe Spider-Hulk. This is by my good friend John P. John Pasager. I can't even pronounce his last name. I'm just going to call him Johnny P. Alright. Anyways, my man hit me up about a week and a half ago. He texted me, hit me up on Facebook, or he texted me, one of the two. And he said, man, it'd be cool if you reviewed a figure for me, my Spider-Hulk. And I'm the kind of person, man, I look out for the community. I don't mind. It doesn't bother me none. I said, sure, man, no problem. And I did not ask for anything in return. He shipped it out, and then right before he shipped out, he texted me and said, hey, I'm sending you something as a gift to you for doing this for me. And I said, no, that's okay. I don't have to. And he's like, no, I have to, man, because all the, stuff that you do and how cool you are and all the drugs you sell me. And I'm like, I don't sell you drugs anymore. That was a long time ago. And he goes, oh, don't lie to me, bitch. You sold me some crack cocaine last week. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I did. How'd you like it? He said, I loved it. Anyways, I made up that whole last part. The whole last part. He's not a drug addict. I was just joking. Anyways, so what did he send me, you're asking? He sent me this bad boy. A custom Venom Sackboy. I was so psyched to see this. I'm going to get to Spider-Hulk in a minute, but long story short, when I first started talking to John and Andres and a bunch of other people on Castro, we were a bunch of dudes. We were talking on a bunch of dudes. It really sounded fun. But anyways, we were talking on Tiny Chat. This is a while ago, and I had showed my 12-inch Sackboy, and I opened it up in front of them, and I said, yeah, there it is. And I don't know, that sounded so wrong, didn't it? Yeah, I showed them my 12-inch Sackboy. I opened it up in front of them. Anyways, the action figure, you perverts. So I said, man, it'd be cool if you guys customize these. Like, it'd be awesome. And he did. He bought a smaller one, and he made a Venom. He customized this, and he showed it to me. And I was like, man, this is so freaking cool. I loved it. It was just so damn unique. And he sent it to me, man. He said, here you go, man. This is yours. And I'm like blown away. This thing made my week. It was one of those things, and I know I've kind of gone on and on with this review, but it was I've had one of those weeks. It was a short week. It was only a 3-day work week for me, but it was such a rough freaking week, man, that as a geek, as a nerd, these little things like this make your freaking day, man. And this made my day. I got this on Friday. I went and picked it up from my parents' house, and I was blown away. I was just so flattered. Thank you so much, John. This is officially my favorite custom that I own, and I own probably about 30 or 40 of them. But this one here, by far my favorite one. So unique, so simple. I love it. Custom Sackboy Venom. So thank you so much. Now let's get on to the Spider-Hulk. So this figure is based off of an issue of Web of Spider-Man number 70. Where he became the Spider-Hulk. It was like a one-time thing or whatever, and so there it is. So this is really a cool-looking figure. Let's start off, I guess, with the paint apps. He is the main color the color that he didn't affect as a customizer is the green. And why are you asking? Because he used this body mold, okay? So that's the green. I'll get to all the sculpting and stuff when I get to articulation, but definitely really cool stuff. I mean, actually we can get to some of the sculpting now. So now, let's just look at them side to side. I mean, just look at the amount of work this guy put in on this figure, okay? Even so much as the head is the same head. He just sanded it down. Used a little more sculpting on there, and he made the head that way. The lines on this figure, and I remember talking to him on the phone about this when he was actually doing the figure. We were talking on the phone. This is probably about 3 weeks ago, a month ago, and look at that. I mean, he sat there and literally painted these lines on there, and I can't imagine how tough that would be. Like, I don't have number one, I don't have the skill level to do something like this. Number two, I'd probably punch a wall if I was, to do this, because there's no way I'd have the patience to do something like this. So, truly amazing. The symbol on there came out so clean. The eyes. I mean, look at this thing. If I was to put this in a package and tell you that this is a figure that Hasbro just came out with, chances are you'd believe me. I'm not kidding. That's how good of a customizer this guy really is. I mean, amazing. He look at the way he's sculpted all this, and this is amazing, dude. I mean, look at the ass. It's all blue. So amazing. So yeah, the Amazing Spider-Hulk. For paint apps, I mean, you guys already know. 5 out of 5. Absolutely awesome. Articulation. I'm not going to go over his articulation per se just because I don't like... This is not my figure. I'm actually shipping this back to him. So I'm not going to go over his articulation. So we'll just use the Hulk. But you got the ball joint here, upper biceps, single joint elbows, rotates at the wrist. Got the little bit of an ab crunch, not much. Does not rotate at the waist. Nope, it does not. Don't want to break it. So it rotates at the ab there. He's got the ball joint hinge on the head. The only difference with this one here, and I just got off the phone with him, is that he said that he glued the neck piece on. So he's still, you know how Hulk actually has this, his neck piece can kind of rotate. And I'm talking about the neck, not the head, but that can rotate. He glued that on. But you can still move the head up and down on the figure. I haven't tried it. I just take his word for it because I'm not messing with it. And then he's got a hinge on the up here, upper leg. He's got upper thigh, double jointed knees, rotates at the foot, and goes up and down. Very little on the up and down. You can see the hinge there, so it's nothing super special. But again, I wasn't going to mess with his figure just because it's a custom and I don't want to ruin it. I just want to send it back to him the way it came to me. And that's it. So I haven't really been... Like, when I saw... it was sucked, because when I got him out of the package, along with the Sackboy, the first thing I was thinking was like, oh, I'm going to do a fucking ACBA shot. I'm going to do some crazy, you know, like, posing and do some cool stuff. And I just couldn't do it. I'm like, no, it's not mine. And last thing I want is, like, to ship it back to him when it's all ruined and the paint's, you know, chipped off. So, but for articulation, I'm going to say not applicable. Because I didn't get to mess with it, and I don't want to mess with it. If I did have to grade it, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. But it's nothing against John, though. You know what I mean? That it didn't get like a perfect score on the articulation. But look at that, dude. That's so freaking cool. Final score on this bad boy is going to be a 5 out of 5. John, you did an absolutely good job. And you guys know me. I mean, even though John's my friend, I'm not going to necessarily just say, oh yeah, 5 out of 5, perfect score, you fucking killed it. If he sucked at something, I would have told him. I mean, but I've looked at this figure up and down. I've studied it. You know, when actually we just talked, I was sitting there looking at it and talking to him about it, and I could not find a flaw in this thing, man. Definitely cool stuff. I know he plans on selling this. I don't know how he's selling it or whatnot, but I'm sure you're gonna get a pretty penny for this bad boy, man. This is definitely really cool. And cooler than that is the fact that he sent me this thing here. So again, John, so very thankful, man. So thankful for everybody in the community and the things that we do for each other. I don't have a problem doing a review for people and looking out for people, and you know, in return they obviously look out for you. So this thing here is a masterpiece in my eyes. I love it so much. It's going in a DTOF. It's you know, I was actually thinking about taking it to work and putting it in my office, but I have a feeling somebody would take it, so I'm not even fucking around with that idea. But this is so cool. This is so freaking cool. So yeah, that's all I pretty much got, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to laugh every day. You guys have a good one. Peace.